Oh yeah, he's trying to say I'm anorexic too. He's trying to say he thinks that I have a mental disorder of my eating, showing an anorexic personality because I can't eat meat, and you know, I ate meat for 35 fucking years, and now all of a sudden I don't eat meat. Yeah. So he was watching the episode the other night, and my music went off, and I overheard it. So whatever show he was watching, it stopped right on that part. I don't believe in coincidences, so I already knew what the fuck was coming to me. I said, let me guess, he's going to try to manifest the fact that let me see what happens. Let me just shut the fuck up and see what happens. I got it recorded when I knew he was coming in to do it. And I got him on camera talking about something. Yeah, it's funny how the woman thought she was fat and, she was losing all this weight. So she forced herself to eat because she had the baby. I got the thing on record, but I have a part of my argument collection. So it's on lock, away from the public. But I'm just like, really? You're trying to make me think that I have fucking weight issues? I'm like, I remember somebody else doing that shit to me. Like, dude, when I was fat and, hurt and everything else, I'm sorry. Like, that was that hurt, painful bullshit. Like, when I was, freaking, kid, a fucking teenager. When puberty set and everything, and my hair fell out and fucking gained weight and everything. That was the best fucking teenage fucking dream because you weren't bothered with the bullshit. You weren't pressured to be an easy ass bitch and a target for everybody else to hound around the fucking school. So yeah, I was a fat fuck. And I don't give a shit because it kept people the fuck away from me and it kept my true friends by my side. And it let me know the snakes because the ones who thought that I didn't care or just let shit slide, I got to see their true colors and just tell them fuck off later on. That's the beauty of it all. You can always just say fuck you. Everybody can say it. You don't have to be all smiles. You don't have to be all cheer and joy. Yes, that is fun, but that comes naturally. That comes with the joy of life, living and actually having a good ass time. Okay? You shouldn't have to sit here and plaster it surrounding you, making sure your mental knows to stay that way. You should naturally know to stay that way. Now, it's one thing if you just like looking at it and it's just like, oh my God, it's so beautiful and I love seeing this everywhere. It's just like when people love to put up, like, I like to have my plants, I like to have my crystals, I like to have my boots and my jeans hanging up everywhere. I like to have everything everywhere. And I mean, I would have a lot more, but shit happens. And shit, meaning shit in life. And it's just like, you gotta realize when something is forcing you out of your element in order to go towards it, don't do it. Because if you have a mindset and you're focused on something and you notice red flags that you don't pay attention to, like, oh, look for this, you find it, it's in the price range, it's in the area that you're looking for, but then shit changes again, 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 and again. And this is in the very beginning where you know everything is starting off. So it's just like, oh, that's what he's doing. He's playing games with me right here. So he wants to see what I want so he can dingle it in front of me because that's what he's been doing the whole entire time. Very beginning. He knew I wanted my own house and everything because I had just gone through a divorce. So I thought. I thought I was divorced back in 2012. I was so fucking pissed when I found out I wasn't. Motherfucker. Oof. Motherfuckers. Like I said, you gotta laugh at life. You gotta laugh at life. The past will teach you to laugh at life because you're like, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Because at least it happened. Because it wasn't good for either. So, I mean, seriously. Um, but yeah, the first time I ever brought up that motherfucker was when I had to compare him to him and say that at least, I knew what the fuck I was dealing with. You got this covert like shit going on over here. Like, I don't know what the fuck this shit is. But that was something I wasn't used to. But his shit was worse. His shit was friendly, and then it became nasty. See, it was like this nasty, nasty energy. And the one that was beating my ass, that motherfucker, he had I couldn't read his shit either. It was something about him that threw me off, but I didn't know what it was. Like I said, my intuition was fucked up. It was good when I was a kid up until like early teens. But once I got into like my mid teens and everything just started kind of like disrupting. Um, Actually, when I'm about 13, 14, that's when about everything, my intuition started going in and out. And then when anxiety and depression started kicking up and everything, that's when it was just like I knew I had my help around me. I knew I had my family, my friends, energies spiritually. I knew that they were there. They were always there holding me and keeping me balanced throughout my life. I already know this. They protect me, and basically they were there strong during my weakest time, and that was when I first ran away. And yeah, they made it known that they were there watching me. Throwing rugs on people and, cutting out fucking power and TVs and shit every time a certain person would walk into the fucking room and everything. And they would just look at me like, what the why every time I walk in the room, TV goes out? Should have told me who the fuck you were. I'm like, seriously. I'm like, people fuck with the wrong people and they wonder why shit goes wrong in their life. I'm like, I just get thrown into shit. I don't even know what the fuck happens. I just get thrown in the middle of bullshit. I'm like, oh goodness, my God. But that's everybody here. And I don't, it's just like some days, it's just like, that's why the negativity, I'm sorry if I'm talking over myself, but it's just like, it's really irritating to me. Because even though you have to laugh with life, you still have to recognize the seriousness within it too. Because you recognize that when things are constant and continuing and they're not actually healthy, it doesn't help anybody or anything at all. So, um, that's just my perspective of it. But oh yeah, and that's another thing. Like me, I like to sit here and when I talk, I talk, but I don't like being in silence, and my computer is dead, so I need to get the damn cord and charge it. Um, I don't feel like bending and looking for it on the damn still in this area. I know it's out there. Um, but like I said, it's it's hard because you see how people become and you see how humanity gets. Okay, and if you don't understand what I'm saying, then you've never seen a bum on the street. Seriously, you walk by them, and it's just like forget about the person sitting down for a second and take a second and stand not that far away from them and listen to the people that walk by. Just listen to them. Listen to how many walk by that are ignorant, because they walk around ignorant and hurt because they've been taken advantage of throughout their life. That now their outlook at it is they're a scammer because I seen it on TV. They're a scammer because it's what these people do. No, they're a scammer because you're scared. They're a scammer because you're assuming they're a scammer. You know, I remember I was driving my Blazer on a boulevard, okay? I was going to my friend's house in Germantown. And so me and the kids were visiting Auntie Italia. I hope it's okay I use your name. So we're visiting her. We're driving down the boulevard, and the guys that sell the waters and the Gatorades and everything else on the side, on the islands and everything. Okay, I've been in, vehicles. I've heard people talk inside a vehicle and other, they're always begging for something. This and this and this and this and this and this. You hear it everywhere. And I mean, you look at the videos that they post, you look at all this stuff that happens on TV. Oh yeah, they got caught because, well, guess what? They're not doing anything wrong if you think about it. You're thinking about it as, oh my God, this person is out here with this sign and they need help and they are selling this, and they don't, yeah, they're probably lying. You're going about it all wrong. All wrong. It's not that way at all. The guys on the boulevard, my boys were about 5 and 6, 5 and 7 at the time, 4 or 5. He gave my little 4-year-old, he gave him a bottle of freaking Gatorade. And I turned around, I just seen him each get a Gatorade, and dude done popped it like, here you go. And I'm like, don't worry about it. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. People are kind. They're out here trying to make a living on a hot day outside in Philly. It's hard. But guess what? The dude gave my fucking son a fucking Gatorade. I guess because he must have reached out his hand or something. I don't know. But that was fucking kind. And I know that I had a bunch of kind stuff thrown at me and my children, all while I raised them. And yeah, I raised them up until my youngest was 3 in a stable home. Wasn't happy, but it was stable. And then I raised them by myself. Then I met somebody. After I moved out of my house, my apartment, willingly. Not because of any other shit, other than the fact I got sick of motherfuckers knocking on my goddamn door. People are nice and kind, but I am a fearful person and new shit scares the fuck out of me. So, what do? I see a couple of familiar faces that are not welcome that keep on showing up, and I see a bunch of faces that know I'm by myself now that keep on popping up and putting shit in my mailbox. Nope. I don't understand that, and I don't like it. No. What else? It's been a lot of stuff, seriously. I see the vet. No, not the vet, not a vet, but like a veteran And the dude had on a sign or whatever, and he was like around the Home Depot area on the boulevard. And I'm like, oh, that's so like he looks in. Oh, he's probably. I'm like, I gotten so sick and tired of just agreeing with people just for the sake of argument's sake. Like, seriously. Because you can sit here and agree with somebody that's like, yeah, you're blowing them off. Yeah, you're just like, yeah, yeah, figure, whatever, yeah. And then it's just like, okay, this motherfucker isn't getting the hint. And I'm not talking about any specific people. I'm just talking in general because, yes, there are people out there like that, and I've run into them. And yeah, some of them are still here. But still, that's not the point. The point is, I ran into, other people too. And yeah, myself, I used to do it too. And you gotta catch yourself because it's stuff that you're used to. It's how you grew up. It's how we all did. I mean, it's like energies, patterns follow. And what people don't understand is the same thing I said a long time ago. I said this shit a long time ago, and hopefully, maybe these guys seen it for themselves. We watched this stuff the other day, but it all goes down to you were created from there. They were created from there. You're basically the same fucking energies that had other energies thrown into your core. Now you gotta figure out what is truly you because you got a bunch of shit attached to create the you that is you. All of it is you. But see, that mixing of all those energetic patterns that creates the human, that is your essence. That is what creates you. That's your secret. And nobody can emulate it. Nobody can steal it. They can try to stop it. They can try to, make you weak. They can try to destroy you and break you down mentally. They can try. But they can't do it unless you allow them to. And you know how you allow them to? Just like that. Not by saying one fucking word about it. Because when you don't speak, they keep on doing it. They're going to keep on coming at you. You know what? I had to shut down one negative person before. Undercover ass negative person. I swear to God. I love her. I'm going to let you know this now because I already know she watches me. Because I got the evil ass eye stare from her. But don't speak. It's okay. Anyway, I saw you talking to my dude before you decided to introduce yourself to me. I just want to let you know that from my own fucking mouth. Anyway, so whether it was your initiation or his, I saw it with my own two eyes before anything, and I just let it all play out. So y'all were my pawns. I just wanted to see what y'all would do. Um, so long story short, I shut down. Basically, I'm your friend until your energy is telling me, yeah, you're not talking about, people out of you don't know how to make conversation. You're talking about people and you're trying to get me to be one of your little hinge monkeys and go after your little girls that you were stating have a fucking problem with you, but yet still you don't think I see you talking and hanging out with them, and then you're switching up the names and acting like you're going out with one when you're going out with the other, and then all of a sudden it's just like, really? You think I don't see the shit? I'm always here. But see, not everybody must be my friend. Somebody's always trying to be my enemy. But see, I don't know why. Because then when they find out that a bitch can bite back, all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. How the fuck does that work? I never understood that. But I do understand why I would shut the fuck up as a kid. Because I never understood that. Now I understand it. Because you're a kid. You're controlled. You have controllers. You're a puppet. You are made to do what your handlers are telling you to do. I've always told my kids to be free and do what you want and call me out on my bullshit. I don't want them to be controlled by me. I want them to learn from me. There's a big difference. Because control smothers. Understanding develops. It gives. And it helps, growth and production in a person, in any person, of any age. From the youngest to the oldest. The thing is, people don't understand is everybody, we're not different from one another. We are just different expressions of self. That's all we are. From our personalities, to the way we take our pain, to the way we love our pleasure, to the way we go about life and do our things. And it's just like, life is beautiful. Because you realize something. And I'm going to tell you the best thing about life that I realize right now. Because I am like, my kids may not be grown. But listen to this. I'm in my 30s. Okay? I'm in my fucking mid-30s with an 18-year-old and a 15-year-old. And basically, I'm about to be fucking minor free in just a few years, which means I did my job to completion and made sure that my babies did their schooling, made sure they did their education, made sure that they kept their hopes and dreams alive for life, and made sure to keep their hearts in love and protect, so they can go out there with full fucking filled hearts of themselves. You don't understand how important that is for development in a child. You have to understand, like, kids are energetic balls, okay? I always call my babies little energetic balls of joy. Like, seriously, they're just like little balls of energy. Just all kids are like that. And then they calm down. But see, I never had a problem with my kids. From taking a bus that would take from an hour to 2 to get to places to 3 hours, okay? Young kids at the time. Oh my God. No crying, no tantrums, no throwing up, no accidents, no nothing. I was blessed, and I still am. My heart has always been pure, and that's one thing that I never allowed anybody to take or touch. Because one thing I learned, and I learned it from a very young age, I was taught you never know what's going to happen, so you always look your best leaving out the house. And what I added on to that was you gotta always do that with a smile, because that actually changed the outcome of everything. A smile can actually brighten your fucking day, and you never know. You just might brighten the next person's day just by smiling. saying hi. Sometimes you know just not to speak to people because they just carry the energy of they're fucked, they're fucking in some shit right now, like they're pissed, or they just not the talkative type. But even still, like I said, the negative one that I like, I thought she was a friend. Guess I was wrong. Cause I'm telling you right now, not only shut down, that was the first time I ever shut down anybody like that. First time I reacted and I had to hold back was his sister. Basically, everything came from him. All this negative bullshit that I'm dealing with. Not all of it, but the energies that I've been dealing with recently been coming from his family and him. I haven't had issues anywhere else. So I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? But whatever. But yeah, it kills me. People think that you have to sit here and be happy and giggly and laughy to be freaking, and then they think that, oh, you're into the crystal, you're into this, you're this, you're that. Assume what you will, you don't know what.